Hello everyone. As we have learned in previous lesson, we have learned rectoflex, we have learned dental, we have learned labial. So there are different kinds of consonants, and we have learned the types. And there is a lot to do in consonants as well. There is semi-vowel, sibilants, and aspirate. So before that, we'll like continue the Barakhadi now, which we have already done some. So we will continue the Barakhadi, like the 12 signs, the vowel sounding. We'll continue in this lesson. I hope you have revised the Barakhadi, which we have already learned till U, but we'll revise in this lesson as well. First, I want to revise the letters which we have done. So let's go. Uh, A, E, E, U, 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 A, I, O, Ow, An, Ha, Re. So, A, E, E, U, U, A, I, O, An, Ha, Re. So these are the vowels which we learned, right? Perfect. Okay, let's go forward with the consonants which we learned. So the first type was where the back of the tongue is touching the roof of the tongue. So first one is k, unaspirated, kh, aspirated, g, unaspirated, gh, aspirated, ang, nasal. And then which we learned as palatal. In palatal, the front of the tongue is touching the roof of the tongue. So, for example, ch, unaspirated, ch, aspirated, j, unaspirated, jh, aspirated, nya, nasal. And then we have learned something like rectoflex. So the first one is, so in rectoflex, what you do is you kind of curl the tongue and touch the roof of the tongue and then place it back. So it is t. The first one is t, unaspirated, then th, aspirated, d, unaspirated, dh, aspirated, ana, nasal. And then we have learned dental. Dental is nothing but the tip of your tongue is touching the inner upper front tooth. So the tongue movement is very important in this case because there might be a confusion between rectoflex and dental. So let's see. The first one is the unaspirated, the aspirated, the unaspirated, the aspirated, and no nasal. Okay. So far we did this, and then we did something like labial as well. So labial is nothing but the upper lip and the down lip is touching. Okay. So let's do this. So the first one is p. Second one is p, aspirated, b, unaspirated, bh, aspirated, and m, nasal. ठीक है? So far we have done this much. And let's see Barakhadi. Barakhadi. So in Barakhadi, we have learned the consonants. All the consonants has a sounding in it. So a sounding is inherent in the consonant itself. So you don't have to put any signs. Okay. So next we have learned a sounding. That means you have to just add a line on the right. So it becomes ka. And then we have learned ki to the left and the curve to the vertical line. And then we have learned ki, okay, on the right and the curve to the vertical line. And then we learned ku. Ku means tail to the left. Ku. Okay. And then we have learned ku. So tail to the right. So ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku. ठीक है. So far we have learned Barakhadi this many. ठीक है. So let's go forward to more Barakhadis. We'll finish off all the Barakhadis in this lesson. So if I want an A sounding, so if I say K plus A sounding, it becomes K. ठीक है. So what sign you will put? You'll just put a slanting line on the vertical line. ठीक है. So what is the rule? Or you can say a slash on vertical line. Okay? So it becomes K. You can do it to any consonant. Che, che, je, jhe, te, he, de, ढे, ते, थे, de, bhe. So we have learned labial, we have learned various. So you can practice as much as possible as also. Okay? So this is A sounding. Okay? So let's go to the next one. So it's K plus I sounding. If I want an I sounding, then it becomes Kai. So K plus I is Kai. Right? So here you have to put two slanting lines like Kai, Kai, Kai. So the rule is add two slash on the vertical line. Okay, so it's become Kai. Kai. So the rule is you have to put two slanting lines. So you can do to any consonant as well. Kai, chai, jhai, tai, hai, dai, dhai. Okay. So you can practice this one as well. So let's go to the next one. Next one, if I want O sounding, okay? So, k plus O sounding is become ko, right? So it's just like this is the good one where like you just have to put like this, ko, just like the vowel. So this is one of the easy one then. So just add a extra line and make slash on it. So you add an extra line and make a slash on it. Okay? So you can do for any consonant like ko, ho, go, go, cho, cho, jo, jho. So any sign you'll put, it will be aligning with the vertical line only. So you can't put like this. It will become K with an extra line. Okay? So this is ko. Perfect. Ko. Next, if I want cow, this is also very simple. K plus ow is cow. So same like a vowel, you make a line and you make a two slanting lines. Okay? So add extra line and make two slashes on it. Okay? So this one is same like vowel. It will be easy to recognize. So you can guess the Barakhadi easily. So you can do to anyone. Tau, how, dao, dhao, pao, how, bao, bhao. Okay. So this is cow. Okay. Let's go move forward. Then we want un sounding. So k plus un. You might have also seen this letter as but we don't use it that often. That's why we're gonna make it un only. So it will be kun. So it seems like the vowel, add dot on the consonant. This is easy. Same like a vowel. Whenever you see same features like a vowel, you should instantly recognize the Barakhadi. So that will be helpful for you. So you can make anyone pan, hun, bun, bund, man. Perfect. This one is easy. Next one is also easy. So this is correct. Next one is oha. If I want oha barakadi, then same like vowel, you make a two dots besides it. So ka plus aha becomes kaha. Perfect. So add two dots beside the consonant. So moha, taha. ha, ha, the, ha, the, ha. Mm. You can make to any consonant. So, ka, ha is same like a vowel, so it will be helpful to you to recognize. So next one is re. So if I say ka plus re, it becomes kri. Perfect. You got it. So you just have to add a C on the bottom of the consonant. Add C on bottom of the consonant. ठीक है? So you can make it to anybody. Kri, kri, gri, घरी, छरी, छरी, जरी, झरी. Okay. So, as we have learned all the Barakhadis, I'm gonna put it in a summarized format for K. So it's K, Ka, Ki, Ki, Ku, Ku, Ke, Kai, Ko, Kau, Kan, Kaha, Kri. ठीक है? So K, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ku, Ke, Kai, Ko, Kau, Kan, Kaha, Kri. One more time together. K, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ku, Ke, Kai, Ko, Kau, Kan, Kaha, Kri. ठीक है? So this is called Barakari. So there are exceptions also. For R, we have different O actually. So R plus O is like this. So instead of going on bottom, it goes on the middle. And U, instead of going to the bottom, it goes on the middle. So R is very pampered consonant in Hindi. You can see a lot of exceptions of R as well. So R is like the favorite consonant of Hindi language. So you'll see a lot of rollings, a lot of R's in Hindi. So that's why Ru has an exception as well. Okay. And there is nothing like this. So it's like re and r and re. So there is nothing like this. So no. So if I say r plus re doesn't exist. So these are the exceptions of r. Okay. Okay. So this is the Barakhadi. I'll just highlight it. So this is the Barakhadi, and this is the exception. And we have two more sounds to learn. So this one is, if I say I'll just put a small C, like not a C, a downward C. This is a new one. If I say if you want to spell small vowel of O sounding, means we have means we have O and ow, but we don't have like a small vowel. If I say sorry, sorry is an English like a word, right? So to make like English sound like a English, so we have to write it in a English way. We can't write like in a Hindi way. If I say low, I'm saying low. I don't know. So sorry. It's sorry. And we have another one, sorry. But we don't have so. So we want that O, like the English O that is used. That's why this is introduced to make it easier to translate English from Hindi. That's why will not put this one, they'll put sorry. So this is nothing but like to make English like pronunciation be that much efficient in Hindi as well. That's why we have introduced a new vowels called small vowel O sounding. So it's so. It's not so or it's not so. It's so. So sorry. Okay. So if I say surplus is so. Okay. You can hear the difference that it's not so and it's not so. It's so. So. It's an English one. So this one is the new one. And one more. This is not a new one, but this is, you might have seen this often. This is called nasal. So this one actually makes the consonant nasalize. So if I say k plus un, so the k becomes nasal. Ka. Okay? So you can put it to anybody as well. Ka, ka, ga, ga. Okay. For example, this also so, po, lo, like lorry. Also, this is only used. Po. Okay. So this is all the Barakhadi's exception and two more soundings that you should know in Hindi. So far we have done this much, and I hope you practice well. And we'll see you soon. Kana.